Thank you for being here. It's your anniversary today. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Is what?
44 years.
64, did you say?
44 is a devil. That's a long time. Amber told me I've
You
been
don't
married,
look 44.
I've been married longer than she's been around. We're laughing about that. You have to push.
Okay. Mary, do you think we should wait a few more minutes, or?
I'm thinking maybe they decided not to
It's too hot?
make the trip or something.
I think we're going to make 44 more. Just thought of that. It's possible.
Oh, I see it works like that. I see.
Oh, there you go. You got it.
It's a childproof.
If you want it, I have it, the massage kit in my car. Okay, I can deal with it.
I was just
at the
saying,
end.
Yeah.
I think I did make 144. I made 44 more.
I moved and I need to release things that are no longer loose.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you a few images just for you to have it. And then probably we'll disconnect one computer. The other one has to stay on to record. We made some strategic change. The camera is no longer there, it's right there. You can see me? It seems like it's pointing the other way.
No?
Okay, and so if you feel like coughing, last time it affected the recording badly and we couldn't even repair. What happened? People were coughing and it was far away and people could not hear me and they were to download the class. Okay, so we are kind of warming up to the topic, so I'm going to show you a few images and hopefully if those people whom we are waiting for, if they arrive, fine, if not, fine too. So one image here, and I was hoping to connect it to the biggest screen, but here we are. Can you see this? It's not just a nice image of someone in pain, but it has other significance too. So you see how he is bending and holding. And I chose this image because he's actually pointing at the area that we process pain a lot. He's actually putting his hand on the area of the pain. So that's why the image was chosen. Okay. A lot of times in here, when we meditate together, you know, I ask you to put your hands on the sides of your head, and that has a lot of significance. You know, like for example, I know, you know, any of my students, if they were to work on someone's depression, a few hours on end, on this side, the depression is going to go. Even the one who's not very attentive and, you know, does not attend our practices and all that, working on this area of the brain really helps tremendously, more than help the depression part, you know. So this is an interactive class, and I'm hoping that, you know, I could engage you a little bit more than your comfort zone, and hopefully you're comfortable with being uncomfortable. So that's what we're going to do. That's one image. So you will have some idea why I ask you to do things that I ask you to do, and you don't have to do anything I ask you. We're just trying to make sense of what we do. Here is an image of the brain. And the areas that we process the pain in the brain. That's the area that the man was pointing at, you know, bending, holding. Do you see better? Okay. Is it
Right above the ear?
Well, you know, yeah, you know, I don't know if you and I have, in our private sessions, have done this, but we draw beams that cross right in the
Go
middle.
from left to right and
Exactly.
down.
So that actually goes through this area. Which you are partially right, is not really the ear, is not really the temple, but the space between the two. And slightly, probably around the ear level, and I have big ears, but yours may be smaller. So approximity will do, you know.
Can you point there again? Yeah.
So, you know, if we draw a line here, it's probably
Thanks.
around here.
Mhm.
But we usually draw the beam from the left side. That's not something we're going to do today. We may, who knows. But anyways, so having some understanding of the, you know, the anatomy is nice. It gives us some anchor points when we are doing our imageries and all that. Again, the area in here, we handle a lot of things in that area. Okay, and I brought a brain here, it's half brain. So that's really the area we were talking about. If it makes sense. Does it make sense? Okay. So probably it's best if I do it this way. Oops. The fish brain is not.
Being fishy.
Okay, so probably this way maybe. Confusing with left and right. Right at the base of the brain, where we call the ancient brain. You've heard me say a lot of time, ancient brain, limbic brain. That's really the area we process it.
Which is the gland and the pineal or the pituitary?
Pituitary gland, hypothalamus gland, you know, and they have exact relationship to amygdala. The two grape-like glands in the almost towards the back of the head.
Okay.
So fear brings about pain most of the time, right? We've seen people who do amazing, stunning, you know, jumping off of the 10-story building, and they break every bone, and as soon as they can walk, they jump again, you know. It's because those centers are damaged, or they wouldn't have done it. It's not bravery. It's not just, but this is the way I am, well, that's the way we are, but that section is damaged. So that fear section is damaged, you're liable to do anything, you know, put your hand into, you know, burning coil and keep it there, and you see a smoke is coming, you see the hole in that, you know. So there is a lot going on in that section of the brain. All right. More images. This may give you a more accurate place to look at. Who asked about the ear or something? Who was it?
Yeah.
Did you see this image? Can you see it? So it's pointing. And also something that may interest you is this image here. This image is very abundant in the pyramids. Oops. Died. Right on. But I can show you the image. We actually haven't posted it. So that's the image. You see a lot in pyramids.
Interesting.
Isn't it?
Can you hold it?
Sure.
Till-
Here. It's the same image.
Hmm.
You see that? Isn't it amazing?
Yes.
So one wonders. Yeah, this section here is really the fish brain. You know, continues with the spinal cord. So pain is really a real subject. We all deal with it, and probably I'm going to place it here. Here is what we have on the agenda. The topic is so vast, I usually don't look at notes. I just go for whatever I want to say, but I may branch out, and the 2 hours may go in a jiffy, and we may not have accomplished our tasks today. So I try to be focused and just go by what I prepared for you today. If I ask a question, I usually wait for 5 to 7 seconds for anyone to raise the hand and answer the question. If not, I'll answer it. So if you don't know the answer, that's fine. We have a few meditations I'm planning. Hopefully we can get into it. One of them is the touch and nurture, is the meditation that those of you who have taken classes with me know we start with touching and feeling different part of us. But the magic word for this meditation today is respect. Respect. Okay. Is the precursor? There are few steps before one can claim that one loves anything, anybody, a tree, a plant, a pet. You know, respect is the foundation. If there is no respect, love cannot really manifest. Okay. Then we have the saying of the day. I'm going to say that in a few seconds. Then I ask you questions. Then we have axioms of the day. So we are going to mention, you know, we're going to find out what is pain. If you already have not experienced any pain, you're going to find that out. What is chronic pain? What is phantom pain? What is psychosomatic pain? What is the relationship between the brain, gut, and the pain? What is the relationship between time and pain? So, you know, it seems like a huge topic, but it's not. You know, I just represent it to you. What is the relationship between pain and chakras, for example? That's something we're going to attempt to make meaning out of it. Then we are going to have a meditation. It's called the meditation of pulling yourself together. Okay. And then we move to the subject of love, that we all think we know what it is. Okay. And then we have the meditation of come to the seat of I am. So in fact, we may collectively say I am or not. We'll see how the whole environment pulls itself together. Then we have the final meditation, which is the meditation of respect, understanding, affinity, and love. These are the steps. So if we use a shortcut, there is no love. You think you love, but you don't. You can't. It's impossible. It's physical. All right. Now, motto of the day before I start on the first meditation is, if you do not start, if you do not start, I'm looking at everyone, you know, I'm not pointing at anyone. If you do not start doing what you believe in, you end up believing in what you do.
You say that one more time.
Sure, I'll say it 10 more times. A nicer chair would be better for my friend. He has pain.
This one over here. Do you like this one, Lisa?
That chair, if you don't mind, it's very comfortable also.
This one?
No, the one.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I think this one's good.
This is good. Okay. So we give you a few seconds till you make your final decision. And if it's not good, I'm going to bring you a very nice chair.
What is that? It's good.
Everybody's staring at him.
So where's Michael? Michael Caine. You have no Caine? You divorced him?
Yes,
Oh,
in the museum.
oh, very, very fine. Thank you. I'm very happy.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you. So then I must assume you have no or a lot less pain.
Less, much less.
Much less.
Much less.
Very good. Very good. Okay, so may I repeat it?
Thank you.
Okay, if you do not believe, and we could, play with it, if you do not do what you believe in, you end up doing, or you end up believing in what you're doing now. Okay, so stay with it. It's very true. We know what's right, but we are not doing it. So we start believing in what we were doing. And Einstein, as well as, I guess, tens of thousands of sages have said, repeat doing the same thing, you get the same result. What do you expect? Okay, so you've got to start doing what you believe in. You must. Or nothing really works. You keep on, for example, coming here or using meditation as DW40, just lubricating the life so you could do the same thing. It doesn't work. You know what DW40 is, right? The spray that loosen up. Yeah. Okay. All right. So that's the really motto of the day. If you do not start doing what you believe in, you start believing in what you do. Maybe you already have started it. So let's consider August 11 today. I don't know what time is it. 2:20 something. A holy day that you are actually in agreement to start doing what you believe in. Okay? The fan is, big fan is working. The noise bothers anyone? No? You're good. Okay. So let's inhale together, please. Inhale slowly. Focus, please, on the sounds and echoes of your own breath. Today, the holy August 11th, we are going to make a few agreements. You are going to work at it. You are going to start doing it. One of the agreements I'm hoping for you, for us to collectively agree upon is that today is the day that you are going to love you. Today is the day that you actually are going to love your physical body. Amidst all this perfection and imperfections and pains, whatever you have experienced. Today, the holy August 11th, you are going to start loving your physical body, please. Just because you've been taking a good care of your physical body, it doesn't mean you love you. It could have been acts of fear, or maybe you've been in pain. But it doesn't mean you love you. So you're going to love your physical body free from being egotistical and narcissist. You're going to love your body for the sake of loving your body. After all, it's the only God's temple you've been endowed, you have leased for a lifetime. Even beginning to have the agreement, you are showing gratitude. Show gratitude. Agree. Start shifting the paradigm of touch by touch. So touch wherever your hands are. It's a different kind of touch. The intention is not necessarily to feel your body, but love the areas that you're touching. That intention by itself changes the culture of the areas you're touching. Take action. If you sense denial or despair and you want to move really fast from the area, stop. Inhale and think of light, any light. So let's say I'm touching my deep belly and I have a rush to get away from it. I stop by bringing light into it. It's time for me to actually love my big belly. Just because you have agreement to love that part of you, you actually do have access to love. Invite light into your physical body, please. Light does not age. Light does not wrinkle. As you touch and you invite light, please stop hoping. Is hope a bad thing? Not at all. It's very human. It's what makes us human. But it shows you don't know. Time to begin to know. Maybe if you're comfortable, bring your hands to the sides of your head, please. If that's not comfortable, place your hands wherever you're comfortable. But bringing the sides of the hand to the sides of your head. And you're communicating with the indigenous cells. You're starting a dialogue, a relationship. I want you to have conversation with the memories of the area. You're having a dialogue. A conversation with the memories of the area. You're thinking also light. You are making choices right now to harmonize with the universe within. A reflection of the macro. Inhaling slowly, and as you're touching, you're showing gratitude. Show gratitude. You're communicating. Communication is art. Be an artist. If you're not listening to the messages that are being projected, the spirit, the intelligence of the body part may give you some clues, like pain. As you touch, and you may continue touching maybe your ears, maybe your face, your sinuses, and you're inhaling, pulling healing light. And as you exhale, you pour healing light. You're doing hands-on healing. Inviting light, the opposites of darkness. Light is health and wealth and abundance, and darkness is the opposite. Let there be light. Be honest with you. Keep on touching your chest. Feel the chest. When I direct you to touching any area, is up to you. You may want to maintain your hands on the sides of your head or move down, touch the area below clavicle bones, the space above the breast and the clavicle bone. Is it tender? Be honest as you move down, touching the sternum, touch your belly, touch and feel. Maybe dig in a little bit. Tender? Are you self-conscious? Too fat, too skinny? As you touch, please take your time. It's your time. Remember, the idea is to communicate. You may have visuals as you touch. Be open to have visuals. Memories may surface as you touch. You may even hear sounds, music, notes as you touch. You may even have different tastes. Attempt maybe to touch your back if you can, if you're comfortable, if you can reach your back. Feel your back. Acknowledge your body parts. It's a different kind of communication today. It's a new relationship with other beings. When you touch your back, it's not just your back. It's a being. See, be with the cultures, different cultures. Every part of you has a different culture. Get to know the indigenous cells of your body with respect. Remember, the magic word is respect. As you touch, maybe silently even say, I respect Anita. Do you really? Do you respect where you touch it? Respect is the mantra. It's just like going to a tribe, trying to find out their customs. You have to respect their way of life, the way they communicate. Without respect, there can be no love. So we wear clothing. We do that for different reasons: protection, warmth, boundaries, and of course communication. Now I want you to see yourself in your favorite part of the nature. No one is around. No one is around. And you're naked. No one is around. Remember this primal relationship. You are present in the natural world, naturally. You are being witnessed with the nature as you witness the nature. Witness with respect. Touch, be, feel, communicate. It's a humbling experience. The living beings in the nature do not judge. They don't judge if you are beautiful or not beautiful physically. They are witnessing you. The human body is beautiful. All human bodies are beautiful. Your human body is beautiful. Respect is the word. Respect. Inhaling slowly, expanding the chest, giving your precious heart more rooms. And let's respectfully open our eyes and witness each other. I see. Hello. How are you doing? Respect. Thank you for coming. Thank you. So, the question. Are you up to it?
Yeah.
Oral exam? Already? Okay. In what setting, Kathy? In what settings? Dividing and multiplying is all the same. We have one hand up. Dividing and multiplying is the same.
Number one.
Number one, did you say?
Yeah.
Did you say number one? Why did you say number one?
I was just thinking about it in an mathematical sense.
I see.
We multiply something.
Because the answer number one says all cells are dividing, and as they are dividing, they are multiplying. Thank you for that. So dividing and multiplying is all the same, right? So when we look at the condition with the intention to divide, we are multiplying, aren't we? Just stay with that. It's very, very important. When you are breaking pain into two, you are dividing, and that triples. It multiplies, pain multiplies. When you analyze, it's the same thing. As soon as you analyze, it multiplies. That's why analyzing never works. It's all very interesting. Very interesting. Part of our human nature, we analyze. But if you want to resolve something, stop analyzing. You're not going to get anywhere. It's just very, very interesting. You may learn a lot about a lot of things. A lot. But I repeat something that I repeat all the time, is that and it's not in the notes, just came, we are not here to learn. It's the biggest fallacy. We are not, as human beings, are here to learn. We are here to use learning as a ritual to remember. Okay. So in the process of analyzing, you may learn a lot, and so what? That's not your purpose, your mission in life. You know? That's not your path. Neither one of you. No one's path. Just to learn. So I'm 99 and I'm learning, and then I die. And then what? You know? I have to remember. I have to bring in remembrance into my everyday activities. And once I bring that awareness into anybody, they start to remember too. Very important. Very important. We are not here to learn. We are here to use learning as a ritual to remember. High five? All right. Thank you. Okay. So when we divide, we multiply, right? Do you agree? Thank you. Do you agree? Thank you. Okay. So I have 3 things for the glossary department. One is, what is a disease? From Shafaw point of view, you may or may not agree with it. Basically, I'm saying disease is a lie you told you. Let's stay with it, I'll explain a little bit. Disease and pain, chronic pain is a disease. Chronic pain is a disease. So disease is a lie you told you. And then you forgot. But whatever you say is going to manifest. It doesn't matter if you're aware, unaware, conscious, unconscious. It doesn't matter, you know, how evolved you are, how much you've been meditating, or not at all. Today might have been the first meditation. It doesn't matter. You know, whatever you say is going to happen. But here is the catch. It may not happen in this lifetime. It may happen 10 lifetimes from now, and you may say karma, and I say, I know, it's something you wanted 10 lifetimes. It's manifesting now. What say you now? You said, you asked, it's happening. So the example is that I'm so tired of this job, I wish I would catch a cold and just rest at home, and you forget about it. You're going to catch a cold. You're going to stay home. You're going to rest. We think and we forget. We think and we forget. So anytime I think, I just project a seed of consciousness in the future. And then I go about doing my stuff. But that seed starts to swell and sprout and turn into a landmark, and you are going to claim it. You are going to claim it. If it's good, you would say, wonderful, I'm lucky. You know, and if it's not good, say, look at my luck. Who would have thought? My gosh, you know, why me? And it's like, you asked for it. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be cruel, but you asked for it. You know, how do you? Some people actually ask for it. They actually position themselves, right? So one of the other words that I'm going to give a short definition to is positioning. So wherever you position yourself in life, you position yourself in this room, then that's what you're breathing. You have no other choices. You're breathing the healing frequencies here, you're living, you're behaving, you're digesting, you know, you're processing. You have no other choice. So basically when I say, I want something, I'm positioning. It's like, respond to this configuration here. And that's what's going to happen. Respond to this configuration here, whatever it is, in whatever shape and form it is. Respond to this configuration, and information comes each and every time. So that's positioning. Wherever you position yourself, you breathe, you live, you behave the frequencies of the field that you're in. There are no exceptions. Okay? And refinement. Refinement is a substitute, or is the word for enlightenment. In Shafaw, we don't believe in enlightenment. We don't think anybody has ever been enlightened. We don't think anybody is ever going to be enlightened. Enlightenment happens when you leave the physical body. You may have glimpses of it. So we say refinement. Refinement. It's very earthly. It's a constant process. It never ends till the last breath. And then we graduate into enlightenment. All right. Now, the axioms for the class of August 11th.